Welcome to this episode of Locked In. This episode, I'm going to be showing you what I think is going to be the final replacement for the standard Stanley Cookpot. If you're looking for an affordable titanium cookpot to upgrade your current bike packing or backpacking setup, please stay tuned. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the specs of this Boundless Voyage titanium locking cookpot. If you're looking to shed some weight off your cookpot system, or if you've been looking into the Stanley Cookpot, don't buy it just yet, please stay tuned. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the specs and features of this pot, this in comparison to the size of the Stanley Cookpot, price, and my final thoughts. So let's get into the specs of the Boundless Voyage locking titanium cookpot. A typical late night perusing of AliExpress stumbled me upon this cookpot, and I just decided to bite the bullet, bought it, and eventually a couple weeks later it showed up, and I've been really happy with it, and I've taken it out on a handful of bikepacking trips since I picked it up. So the specs of this pot is, it is a 900 milliliter cookpot. It has a stainless steel locking lid, as well as vent holes, and as you can see here, when you unlock it, you simply slide the handle, squeeze it together all the way, it then locks itself. You slide this here, that way you can't accidentally unlock it when picking it up. So you don't need to carry with you any kind of item to grab the pot when it's hot. I know some of them don't have handles, so I really did want this feature. And it does have a metal pull tab at the top, unlike the Stanley, which a lot of people replace with a metal ring. This already has a little handle on there, so you're not worried about a plastic piece melting. The weight for this pot by itself is 136.5 grams. And lastly, the dimensions of this pot, it is going to be 95 millimeters across and 130 millimeters tall. So now let's talk about what I actually just bring with me in my cookpot so I can unload it and show you guys how much it really does hold. So you can lift the lid here. I always keep a microfiber rag in here, which carries my fuel system and burner setup to keep it nice and quiet. So you can see here my fuel can. This is going to be 110 gram size or 3.9 ounces, which easily fits inside this cookpot just like it would in a Stanley cookpot. I then have my little scrub, as well as a mini Bic lighter, and my stove of choice, which is another lightweight AliExpress special, which has treated me well over many of trips. And links to this and the pot are going to be in the links below. Everything else you can pick up at your standard store. And out of all the meals that I've made, this is the only visible wear mark you can see on the bottom there. It has discolored, obviously, from use. And on the inside, you can see there's a little bit of char. It was something where it actually did burn to the pot, but that was my fault over cooking something. But it's held up really, really nice. I've definitely used it, and it's been in my bag rattling around on multiple bikepacking trips, and overall it's been great. And I do like the fact that it does have measuring marks here. I do wish it came in ounces as well as milliliters, since a lot of stuff in the US is marked in ounces. So that is one thing that I do miss having compared to the Stanley. So now let's go into the differences between this and the Stanley Cookpot. The main two metrics that are really going to be separating this compared to the Stanley is going to be the weight and overall volume you can carry with this. Now the weight of this pot is going to be 137 grams, like I mentioned, and the Stanley Cookpot is going to be weighing in at 221 grams. So you're going to have about almost 100 grams weight savings going with this system compared to it, as well as this does handle more volume than the Stanley does. Again, this is a 900 milliliter, and the Stanley is going to equate to about 709 milliliters. So you're going to get a pretty big increase in volume. So if you're worried that the Stanley might be a little small for you, you can actually upgrade and increase the amount of volume you can take with you and decrease the weight overall, which is going to lead me into the price of this. Now, most titanium cookpots like this, I found even on AliExpress, are typically around that $80 to $90 mark. This is sitting currently at, and again, I'll link it in the links below, under $25. It was $24 and change, and let's bust into my final thoughts. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of pretty footage, as you've seen in this video, of me using it on my bike camping trips, because I've basically been using it and didn't know if I was gonna ever review it, and I just wanted to put it out there because I've been really happy with it, and it does work very well and heats up very quickly. And I've had literally no problems with this. The lid and body of it, as you've seen in this video, is still in impeccable shape, even with me actually getting a dent in my fuel can. So I don't know how this dented, but my can didn't. But regardless, it's been really tough. And I just wanted to share this with you again to show you a affordable, lighter weight option that I didn't even know existed. So I definitely recommend this to somebody who's willing to wait, obviously, on picking up a cookpot. The thermodynamics compared to titanium and stainless steel, I'm not going to pretend that I know the difference between the two. You guys can fight over that in the comments below. I think this is a great alternative to the Stanley Cookpot if you're really looking to lower your base weight of your bike packing or backpacking setup. Please make sure to comment below on give me any other lightweight, affordable alternatives you have found for your backpacking or backpacking setup. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on if you haven't already. Give this video a like. It really does help with the channel. As well as you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, as well as you can support Locked In via my Spreadshirt, where I do have cool Slow But Look Pro or Is My Bike Okay merchandise, as well as I do have a Patreon where I do bike consultations or just cycling consultations with a one-on-one Zoom call for my top 2 tier levels every single month. And lastly, thanks for watching another episode of Locked In.
Let's get locked in.